It's February 28th, 2026.
Fire and destruction across the Middle East this Saturday night after the U.S. and Israel unleashed a massive joint strike on Iran.
The world wakes up to chaos. Explosions rock Tehran. Missiles streak across the sky. In a single shocking move, the United States and Israel unleash a barrage of strikes on Iran, killing the Supreme Leader.
Supreme Leader Ayatollah Khamenei is dead.
And crippling key military sites. Oil prices skyrocket. Global markets tremble. Suddenly, the Middle East is on the brink of all-out war. But why? Why now? What does it mean for the rest of us? Buckle up, because today we're breaking it down, simple, step by step. This is the 2026 update on one of the most explosive geopolitical flashpoints in history. Let's rewind the clock to understand the fuse that lit this powder keg. It traces back to 1979, the Iranian Revolution. Iran ditched its pro-Western monarchy for an Islamic republic, vowing to export its ideology across the region. Fast forward, Iran builds a network of allies, Hezbollah in Lebanon, militias in Iraq, the axis of resistance. They clash repeatedly with Israel and U.S. interests. But the real game changer? Iran's nuclear ambitions. In 2015, world powers strike the JCPOA deal to curb Iran's nuclear program for sanctions relief. It works, briefly. Then, in 2018, President Trump pulls the U.S. out, calling it a horrible, one-sided deal. Iran ramps up uranium enrichment, edging dangerously close to weapons grade. Tensions explode in 2025 with the 12-day war. Israel and the U.S. hammer Iranian nuclear sites. Iran retaliates with missiles and drones. It's a wake-up call. Protests erupt inside Iran over economic collapse and brutal crackdowns. By early 2026, nuclear deal revival talks collapse. Iran unveils new hardened facilities. The IAEA sounds the alarm. So, why strike now? Here's the bombshell truth, pun intended. Reason 1. Nuclear nightmare prevention. February 2026, IAEA reports showed stockpiles that could fuel a bomb in weeks. Trump called it an imminent threat to American lives. Israel, seeing Iran as an existential enemy, agreed. Netanyahu branded it a terrorist regime bent on Israel's destruction. In Joint Ops Epic Fury, US, and Roaring Lion, Israel, they hit Natanz, Fordow, and Isfahan. Boom, obliterated. But wait, there's more. Reason 2, missile mayhem. Iran boasts one of the Middle East's largest ballistic missile arsenals, able to strike Israel, U.S. bases, even Europe. These aren't fireworks. They're precision weapons that already hit Saudi oil fields and U.S. troops in Iraq. The strikes aimed to raze their missile industry to the ground, as Trump put it. Reason 3, pre-emptive power play. The U.S. and Israel labeled it a pre-emptive strike. Intel indicated Iran was prepping attacks on U.S. forces and Israeli cities, likely retaliation for proxy wars. Secretary Rubio admitted the U.S. knew Israeli action was coming and joined to defend American people. In a stunning twist, the strikes assassinated Supreme Leader Ali Khamenei, Iran's top dog for decades. His compound? Reduced to rubble. Critics call it regime decapitation. Supporters say it weakens the axis of resistance, and opens the door to change. Don't forget the bigger picture. Reason 4. Regime change dreams. Trump urged Iranians to take over your government. Massive early 2026 protests over economic woes and repression gave the strikes leverage. It's not just nukes. It's toppling a regime backing militias that attack U.S. allies. Israel wants Hezbollah and Houthis neutered. The U.S. wants to annihilate Iran's navy and missile sites to secure the region. Okay, that's the why. But what's the fallout? As of March 7th, 2026, the war has spilled over. Iran fired back missiles and drones, hitting U.S. bases in Bahrain, sparking fires in central Israel, striking Dubai's airport. They've closed the Strait of Hormuz, choking 20% of global oil. The stakes? Sky high. Prolonged war could pull in Russia, China, or Pakistan. World War III territory. Oil chaos? Global recession vibes. Inside Iran, protests rage. Will this spark revolution or just more bloodshed? So, there you have it. The simple breakdown of why the US and Israel struck Iran in 2026. It's a cocktail of nuclear fears, missile threats, pre-emptive punches, and regime-shaking ambitions. But geopolitics isn't black and white. It's a high-stakes chess game where one wrong move changes everything.
What do you think happens next? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this breakdown was eye-opening, smash that like button. Subscribe for more no-fluff explainers on trending global drama, and hit the bell. Because in this wild world, the next twist is just a headline away. Thanks for watching. Stay informed, stay sharp.